Depot on the beat.
Alright, clap it up, y'all. Yeah. Okay. As you know, my name is Josh Chapman. This is Fly Guys. This is episode number 6, and we back in Ski, man. So we back in Ski. We came from Vegas,
Atlanta.
Yep.
We gotta figure out the next one.
We gotta figure out the next one.
Yeah.
Like
we
got
New York. Why y'all go to New York?
New York. Too
New York
expensive.
pretty, but New York pretty. I mean, it depends on when you go. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty lit. You know, it's a lot of stuff to do. Y'all can see underground, like people, artists, in the subway and stuff.
I never thought about New York.
Interesting.
Never did.
Yeah, you know, like they have like those not underground parties, but like it's like a whole bunch of underground places where you can go. Like you discover like underground artists and stuff like that.
Dang. I might have to go. I want to go to New York. Like,
It's lit. Trust me, like it is lit. Like you see a lot of like people that you would think would be mainstream, but they're not. Like, you know who Daniel Caesar is?
ooh.
Y'all ever seen like how he did that one video for like Get You, and it was like underground, everybody was, it was like a poetry slam type vibe.
Word.
That's where they be at, but it'd be like places that look abandoned, but
Okay.
at nighttime it's really jumping.
Okay. They say that's the city that never sleeps, right?
They down.
I thought that was Vegas, bro. Y'all
You
was
getting
saying
that? You getting that?
New York never like they never sleep.
New York, like it's always fast paced.
It's jumping
Just
like
always, you know.
24/7.
Okay.
I need to go there. I need to go there. Miami.
Oh, welcome to Miami.
That's,
Come
I
to
need
South
go-
Florida.
Yeah, I gotta go there. Like, I want to go to Rolling Loud. I want to go to all of
Oh
it.
yeah.
I'm
Come
going this summer.
You going
I'm
to
going to
July?
Loud.
I'm going too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we going.
It's lit.
For sure.
Yeah. The tickets sold out fast as
They
fuck.
sold
They
out.
did.
How much was the tickets?
It's like 4 something, but it's a payment plan. So you just put a little.
I heard it was $1,200.
No.
That's
That's
no, that
included
is
with
if
the
like
hotel.
That's included with the hotel.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
nah, yeah, I can.
And the flight.
And the flight.
And the flight.
Hey, that's not bad. $1,200. Cause you gotta think, you gotta pay for the flight.
I mean, flights to Miami cheap though.
And you want an Airbnb, like how we always.
Yeah, I love Airbnb.
It's a hotel.
Hotels is out, man.
Yeah.
Y'all like Airbnbs or what?
Oh, every time I stay in Miami, I have to get one.
Mm.
I just like the
I
vibe.
only stayed in Airbnbs in Atlanta though. I ain't never stayed nowhere else.
Anywhere else?
I started going in Airbnbs in Miami. That's what got me into like I don't want to stay in a hotel no more. Like Airbnbs.
I don't even know why people even go to hotels no more. Like it's like you know what it is. You know what it reminds me of? It's like Uber now. Like who would take a taxi somewhere? Like if you're in New York, like Ubers is like so convenient. It like I was just thinking about it. Like imagine like. Cause we didn't really have Ubers in high school, like you know what I mean. I know, like I know.
I had Ubers.
How was that?
They came around, I would say like my junior year. Honestly, it was okay, but it was like real sketchy people when it first came out. Everybody seemed so sketchy. It was like I didn't feel comfortable at first riding with somebody I don't know. I don't know how your car look. I don't know what's in your car. Like your car might be filthy. But now I don't even have the app anymore. I just deleted it because it's like I don't see the point of it.
You can't have it in Ski. Ain't
oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Trash.
That's the thing.
Like
When I first came here, I was like, let me get an Uber.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked, and it was like no Ubers in the area. I was like, what the fuck?
No Ubers, no delivery.
Nothing. Like this place is a ghost town. This is so
need the
country,
down here.
bro.
You better get where you going before 8 o'clock.
Oh God.
Exactly. Get everything.
Make sure you eat by 8:30 the latest, cause 8 o'clock everywhere else except McDonald's is closed.
I know. Okay, so Raquel don't have a car, right?
No.
So how is it trying to get to the places that you need to get to? I know. Deanna got a car though.
It's not bad because, for one, my friend, she has a car. And then two, like, I've kind of socialized myself with people who just end up having cars or, like, I have no problem walking because at my old school, like, I used to walk to and from work, and that was, like, a 30 to 45-minute walk. So really walking to me is, like, nothing. But
Really?
I mean, I don't have my car car up here. Like, I never really seen the point of bringing my car up here because I was at a PWI. Like, that shit was lame. No parties was really off campus. Like, I was just like, you know what? I keep my car home. But going to HBC.
You got a car.
Yeah.
You just don't drive.
Yes.
I don't have it up here. Like, I didn't see any point because I came from a PWI and I was like, I never needed my car up there.
Really?
But at HBC, I'm like, I need my damn car. Like, we be on the go.
Tuskegee, baby. Everything is 30 fucking minutes away.
We be on the go.
Yeah.
Tom,
We
did you
need
go
a
to
car here.
Yeah, I did. It was. I can relate to what she's saying. Like, it's a shell shock. Like, what's homecoming all week? I don't know what that is. Like, is different.
Like, I never knew. Like, for us, homecoming was one day, and then it's like, boom, it's over.
It's a weekend, bro. Like, at
yeah.
the most.
And then it's like, the band is lame. They play like the lamest songs. Like, I came from a school that was like up here.
Right.
So it's just, this is very different, but I like it here.
So I know Deanna she got a. I'm not gonna tell her car though.
What is it?
I don't know what it is. I'm gonna let her say it.
Wait,
You're talking about Ruby.
What about Ruby?
I say you got a car.
He wants you to introduce Ruby.
How is it having a car? You know,
Having a
being
car
being
here
on campus.
It could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. You got a lot of people that's using you. That's
Really?
the bad thing.
Yeah.
The good thing, you get to where you want to go whenever you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever time you on your time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's that.
Mm.
That's that. You should already know how it go. Like, when you the only one on your heart that got a fucking car, everybody want to ride.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I had girls when I first came here.
Mm-hmm.
They just wanted to be my friend because they found out I had a car.
Word.
Like, oh god.
Damn.
Anything other than that, I
How
can
could you
tell
tell?
because, for example, some girl DM me like random, oh, you so pretty, like, you know, stuff like that.
What?
You
Tried to get in the doorway.
Yeah, and then they hit you with like, you trying to go to this party, or like they say you trying to go out to eat.
And you know they
beating
didn't have
around
a
the
car.
bush, like they just find out. They just see they watch me walk to my car every day, shit like that, and then they just peep, and they just
through the DMs though.
Through the
That's
DMs,
crazy.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I feel like that's the only tricky thing about having a car, especially like when it's your first year on campus. And like you stay in a hall like with girls and it's also their first year and they don't have a car, they feel like, you know, since y'all just live on the same floor, like y'all automatically like y'all like this and you just need to take them wherever. Like a lot of girls in my hall do that and
it gets exhausting.
Do y'all have roommates? Cause y'all know y'all stay on campus.
I stay in a single. So
Y'all staying single?
Oh yeah, she was gonna have a roommate regardless, but I would have had a roommate, but we weren't 6 feet apart first semester, so they didn't assign none of us. I don't think nobody had a roommate.
See, y'all don't get that skeevy struggle when y'all gotta deal with roommates. You know, some people gotta, you know, deal with them and then have all that problems.
Oh God.
Like, I had a roommate, like they hated me. I probably am the worst roommate. Like
I don't get that vibe from you though.
You don't think so?
No, I don't know. It's probably because you guys are probably just different. And like when you don't know how to approach someone that's different, you tend to interpret them as like, oh, they're an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, it's just like they're different. You're not taking the time to actually figure them out to know like what type of roommate they are. Like they are. Like I had a roommate. We were completely different, but I actually took the time to like understand who she was as a person and who she was as a roommate. So we know
That's
how
good.
to live, and
That's
then I
good.
know like what's your boundaries, you know my boundaries. Like there's not no overstepping the boundaries to the point where we feel so uncomfortable somebody got to move out.
That's all you really need to have when you have a roommate is set boundaries between y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Because if not,
I would say now at Tuskegee, I can't see myself having a roommate just because I see how some of these females are.
we were too spoiled.
And they're too, I think that's what it is too. I've gotten accustomed to living by myself.
Yeah.
And then too, I see how some girls do just people they call their friends. So imagine if you just paired with somebody
Tell me
random.
about it.
Dang, we
Like-
gonna have to spill some tea there.
You
Right
pair with
there.
somebody random and it's just like, you know, it just don't click. So I just, personally, I can't do roommates. If like I do a
I can't
roommate,
either.
it has to be someone that I know and fully trust, and we've already established within our friendship boundaries to the point where I don't have to question what bothers you. You don't have to question what bothers me.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way, because you got to learn how to coexist with a person, and if you don't, you gonna butt heads off something. Even if like a friend, I had a friend I lived with. We didn't know how to communicate. We would just do our own thing, but it would come to heads a lot of times because we different. We got different lifestyles, different people coming over, and you got like you got different personalities pretty much. And so if you don't have that conversation, it's gonna be a problem. I feel like a friend or a stranger.
I agree.
I mean, see, cause I remember. Hey, don't judge me on this stuff. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Like, it would be nighttime, and, I'm trying to do my homework. Like, I'll be look. I do my homework, but look though, I had Chief Keef blasting like 2 a.m. Like,
right out of Chicago.
Right. You know what I mean? But
I forgot you were Chicago there.
Oh damn, you forgot I was from Chicago?
I didn't. I don't think I'll forget.
I forgot.
Me and Tom went to the same high school.
Yeah, I think you told me when I first met you that you guys went to high school together.
Yeah, but I'm that's why I say I'm the worst roommate. Like,
I mean, but some people have to do that to be able. Some people focus when they're doing work, especially early in the morning with music. I'm one of those people. Like, if it's like 2, 3 in the morning and I know I need an assignment done, if I have quiet, like if it's quiet, I'm gonna get tired.
Like I remember, like my roommate.
But it's a lot.
Like those type of people for real need to live by themselves.
But I keep it to a volume where I know it won't disturb someone if they're.
See, I ain't care though. That's why. That's why I'm like,
yeah.
I ain't care.
Cause it's something you ain't telling. I get the music.
Dude,
you have people over in there without asking.
Dude, so that's the second roommate. That's the second roommate. I had a whole party. I had a whole party in my dorm. And my roommate would just sleep like this.
Oh my gosh, no, Josh, that's overstepping.
That's what I'm saying.
That's overstepping.
He was
fooling it. I would have been. Like,
hey, look, but he took a shot though. He was asleep. He like, hey, take a shot because everybody was up. It was like, how many? It was like 12 people in there. In a little ass dorm.
That's.
In a dorm?
If that
ain't a dorm, I thought you was talking about a apartment.
That's different.
No, Tandem. Y'all know what Tandem is, right?
The basketball hall.
Yeah. Basketball hall.
That's
the basketball girls.
That's not the basketball girls hall.
Okay.
But I don't know, Josh. That's.
I told you. I'm telling you, I'm a bad roommate. That's why I'm like.
I don't think you're a bad roommate. It's just you have. Some things that you kind of tend to forget when it comes to having a roommate. And that was one of them.
He's a bad roommate.
I'm trying to cut him some slack. You just have to.
See, I knew it, but I just didn't care. See, like, that's
what it is.
Okay, so then, you're a bad roommate. That was an asshole.
She tried to say you, but, like, you ain't give a fuck.
That's why I can admit to it, because, like, because it was one time I was just talking about the whole, like, when I was playing Chief Keef, like, it would be 2:30 in the morning, and my roommate would have, like, his pillow over his head, like.
Oh, no.
Josh, it ain't even
No, Josh, that is horrible.
It ain't even funny.
You had on headphones?
Disrespectful.
So that's why.
Oh, no.
Disrespectful.
That was very disrespectful.
Yeah, I do apologize for that.
If you're watching this podcast, he owes you an apology.
We cool though now. Like we
he still owes you an apology.
We added each other on Facebook, so he might.
That doesn't mean you guys are cool.
Facebook
is like where you. That's like the fake app, really.
You can add anybody.
You can
add your friend on that one.
Damn.
How active are y'all on Facebook nowadays?
That's crazy.
I mean, a little bit.
See, Chicago is like. Facebook is just it's normal for us.
Facebook for us is like you only communicate with your family on there. Like that and Snapchat are apps that South Florida does not use. We don't use Facebook unless it's for family. We don't use Snapchat unless we like to post on the memory.
Yeah. I hate Snapchat now.
But you know what I noticed? A lot of PWIs, like, if you ever encounter them, they'll be like, what's your Snap? Let me get your Snap. They do not ask for your Instagram, your number. They'll be like,
really?
What's your Snap?
Oh,
yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's true. And she just came from one. See, I've been in 3 years, so, like, maybe that was an input. But if she just say that, like...
No,
they still use it. I was looking so confused, like, when I first got there. And there's like, yeah, what's your Snap? I'm going to add you. I'm like, you don't want my Instagram? My Twitter?
Right.
You know?
See, Snapchat was cool, like, what, 2016, 2017.
Yeah, it was cool back when they had that little flower, that little flower headband filter that girls used to use. That's when it was cool.
Man, y'all used to use
all
all of
I used to use it all the time. It was like the little flower headband.
Oh, and it goes
used to
over
give them,
head.
it used to give the girls like the really pretty, like glowy eyes. They used to always take the pictures with it, either that or the dog filter.
I got it. Cool.
Yeah, I remember the dog filter.
Do y'all like using that the streets filter?
The street.
On Instagram,
yeah,
remember we did the pool
Yeah.
party and I was like, the streets is calling, I'm about to pick up.
The streets. I thought you said the streets.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Y'all love that? What's about that?
That be speaking to me. That
It
is
does.
speaking to me.
Because it's just like, to me, it's just like, I'm out here, I'm having fun with my girls. Like, we in the streets. Like, it's calling, I'm going to pick up.
Lord, man.
If home ain't acting right, the streets is calling.
The streets is calling.
I feel like guys misinterpret that when girls say, like, when girls use that filter, they be like, oh, she's for the streets. But
That's what
if a dude uses that filter, it's no problem. And I feel like that's such a double standard. It's
Wow, let's talk.
That is such a double standard. Oh my God.
What?
Dudes have so many double
Oh,
standards,
Lord.
and that bothers me so bad. Just the filter is one of them. And then, like, a thing that I've been seeing going on a lot, like a post when people close friends, is like, you encounter a guy who may have, like, over 10 bodies. He encounters a girl that might have 3. She's a hoe, automatically. And it's just like,
I don't agree.
Fuck no.
some dudes think like that, though.
If
And it's
that's the
just
case,
like,
so it's life.
and it's just like, how can you be like that? Because you have double, even more than double her bodies, about triple, and you call her a hoe. Like, that's a double standard that a lot of guys have, especially in South Florida. They will not
Girl,
talk
everywhere,
to a girl.
everywhere. That's everywhere. Look,
Like-
I was like, oh, this probably just a Houston nigga thing. I came out here, hell no, everybody.
Like,
Every
it's such
man is
a
on
double,
that same thing, 'cause
and
they
I don't
want
like
so
that.
much control over the feminine.
But is it an
They
age
fucking
thing?
forget
Because
that
I
we
don't ask
have
for
sex
bodies.
too.
Right. I think it's an age
think,
thing.
I don't think it's an age thing.
I do think it's an age thing.
Age
I think
is
it's an
into it, but it's also who you surround yourself with that
Yeah.
changes your mindset to think that, okay, I need to think how they think. Like, I need to say, like, it's just like if a dude hear his homeboy say, I'm not going to talk to her because she got 3 bodies. He knows his homeboy damn near got 20.
That shit corny.
But it's just like,
It's young nigga shit.
It's
though.
really-
I think
it
has
is.
something
That's
to
a
do
little
with
kid.
age.
That's
I
some
think
bullshit.
as
Yeah.
people get older, they tend to get out of that mindset because once you're grown, like, who finna sit here and count bodies? Like, we're grown. Like,
Yeah,
you
I don't
have sex,
count
like,
my bodies.
it is what it is. I don't count my bodies
I don't
either.
count my bodies
What you
either.
think about that?
Like, and I feel like if a dude ever asks me what is my body's, immediately the conversation has to stop because I already
Exactly.
see your mindset.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and your intentions is you already want to pipe me.
Yeah,
Like,
you already giving me the
and
signal
then,
that I need
and then
to.
also, you know what I'm talking about? Like, they just, like, I see a dude's intentions before they, without, what's your body count? Want to link, trying to link,
Or they be like,
and you ain't even took me out to lunch yet.
Damn.
We couldn't even sit together and have a conversation before you like, you want to come up with my place? Nigga, I can rob you.
That is true.
like,
I can
That's
take
real-
all your shit.
That's some real shit.
I can kill you.
Damn.
dudes really just be in the mindset of like, let's fuck. And I mean, like, it's different if you've established like a baseline of, you're familiar with that person. You guys kind of have that mutual understanding, and then you proceed to like, okay, well, we're grown enough to have casual sex or sex and just call it quits. But then you have some dudes that's just like,
She ain't fucking with that
you
shit.
just have some
Ah.
dudes that's like, oh, like they'll swipe up on your story and be like, oh yeah, I like your body, or like, like you fine as fuck. Like, don't compliment me just for what you see. Like, compliment my intelligence. Compliment more than what you just see on the physical aspect.
But how can they notice that if it's on the bare surface?
And then
I mean,
It
but
don't
you
fucking
can always tell. You can tell how a person carries themselves from what they display to you. That's on social media or whether you see them in person or not.
Right.
And I feel like, based on your encounters with a person, you can determine how they are and how to approach them.
Mm.
So some dudes just approach them on the physical aspect.
But some dudes lack common sense.
Some dudes do lack common
like,
sense.
Respect.
You can
And respect.
Yeah,
I
right.
think that's what it
like,
is.
you could be the most high value female, and a dude still won't come at you like you trying to fuck.
Because they think with their, like, some dudes think with
Tryna
their dick,
fuck.
bro.
You
That's
find
true.
it a bitch.
What's high value female to
Yeah.
you?
I was just thinking that. Go ahead.
What she was
You
saying?
want to explain?
What she was saying?
A high value. Because you said it.
A high value female is a female that respects herself, knows her boundaries, sets her boundaries, knows her worth. They really hard to come by, but you gotta work to get there. Like, she's a growing female, but she's kind of outgrown everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get
What do you mean by outgrown?
Like, how you could be on this frequency, but she's up here. You know what I'm talking about?
It's mentality.
She's kind of displaced
mentality
herself
thing.
from like that
It's
standard like borderline of like how everyone else thinks. Like her elevation is up here,
Right.
and meanwhile people that's trying to encounter her is down here.
Basically, she's vibrating high as fuck.
Okay.
While everybody's still on the same shit. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
So she separates herself.
I feel like Erykah Badu is like
She
that.
does.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on. Yeah, her vibrations is out there.
Erykah Badu is a
She don't
perfect
belong here,
example
like,
of a woman like that.
It's a lot of women, honestly. They just not really seen. They really just don't want to be on the scene like that. They work their ass off. They got their own shit. They're independent. They're confident. All of that.
You see them when they want to be seen. It's not always constant like how you have some females like
They
they
just always want to be on the scene.
always in a mix. You know, you always in the wrong situations.
Which there's nothing wrong with that. Like I don't say she's a low value female because she's like this. Everybody's growing. You know what I'm saying? So if you out with your friends, you want to be on some crazy shit. I'm not gonna see you any lower. You know what I'm saying? Like you the same as me. I was at your point. I was at your spot at one point in my life.
Right.
So I'm not gonna be like, oh girl, like I'm not gonna look down on nobody because everybody's growing. I've outgrown you. I've outgrown the things that you do.
Right.
You know
So
what
do
I'm saying?
y'all have friends y'all still fuck with, but you might not hang around as much because they're just at a different spot in life.
I honestly cut off
Yeah.
some people that I've encountered like that just for the simple fact of, you've shown me that you're gonna be at that place forever. And
Yeah, some people don't know what.
yeah, and I'm a person where I can't be around you just for the sake of I know that my energy is very open, and that I can get your energy into me, and that's not an energy I want to have within any space of me.
Basically,
because it's very
anybody lower than
draining.
you gonna pull your ass down with them.
Yes, it drains your energy.
You cannot. You've outgrown your environment. If you stay in that environment, you just gonna be pulled back down with them. You understand what I'm saying? You remember when I told you like how I would want a guy that got a car and got money, because I got a car and got money. I can't deal with a broke dude no more, because if I'm up here and he's down here, all he's gonna do is pull me down. And like I can see why a whole bunch of girls is like, oh, take his money. Well, I ain't gonna lie, some girls ain't got no business saying that because they ain't got no money for themselves.
But some girls trying to live that city girl lifestyle.
Yeah, you ain't got that city girl money, that city girl worth. You know what I'm saying? But
It's a lot of them, but I'll let you go ahead.
it is a lot of them.
It
is. I can't lie, but I don't blame them. Like, I'd rather be with a rich man that cheat on me than be with a broke dude that cheat on me, because I'm rich too. He rich. If you cheat on me, I ain't gonna be that mad, because with a broke dude that cheat on you, I done gave you everything.
It's kind of like, what did I gain?
I ain't gained shit.
But if a rich dude, you gonna be like, I might be a little heartbroken, but I gained something from this.
Right.
Like the time we might have been dating, you might have been cheating on me, but we might have invested in something. I might have invested my money. I might have did a business.
Time. You don't want to waste your time.
And money.
Yes.
And, just all of that shit. All of that shit. I'm providing for you. I'm providing for a broke dude. I'm giving you everything. I'm not your mother, first of all. Yeah. Basically, that's what I'm doing. I'm being your mother and your girlfriend. With a rich
That's what I had to learn to stop doing.
Yeah.
You had to stop doing that?
I had to learn to stop doing that, because I can say that, when I was dating, at first, I was dating and I kind of had that mindset of like, I'm going to love you like a girlfriend, but I also care for you as if like, I'm your mother, your sister. Right. But it's like when you do that to some dudes, they kind of take that as a leech, because they know like you care for them so much, you'll never want to see them fall. You're always going to pick them up when you see them falling or see them put themselves in a situation where it's like, damn, my back is against the wall. But I know I put myself in this situation, but I know you're going to get me out of it regardless.
That's real.
So I kind of had to like step back and be like, I can't be in any aspect like your sister or your mother, because if you know that, you're going to keep using that to your advantage. So it's kind of like now I play the girlfriend role.
Do y'all? Is it that, or is it like?
I feel like y'all got to say something. Like y'all have, like I feel like you have something.
Oh, you definitely.
I know he had something.
I was just listening to y'all because I was intrigued by what y'all was thinking. She was out there was preaching.
Yeah.
About what? Like,
I mean, just in the aspect of what we're saying, like the whole, like, you know, some girls care for their boyfriends like a mother.
Okay.
What's the man's point of view on a girl caring? That's what I was finna say. Like, as far as a girl treating they spouse as like a mother, like I don't think that should get away. I think the fact is a lot of girls look in the wrong places of what a guy should be, and they sometimes look in the appearance, because that, you know, it's good to attract the guy or whatever. Like, you know, you could be a guy could be attractive to you or whatever, but it's the maintaining part that a lot of girls seem to forget. That it's more so. You can be a guy could be handsome or whatever, but he has to have the intelligence to always know that every like your relationship shouldn't be comfortable. It should be always maintained. There's never should be a comfortable spot.
Oh God!
I agree.
Because
you're supposed to be comfortable on your own before you get into any
relationship.
Yeah.
And that means loving yourself.
Right.
And a lot of people lack that. A lot of people try to find that in relationships, and that's what ends up with the demise, because it's like you're looking for that in that person. So when they hurt you, it's not I've been hurt and can bounce back, or you know, like that. It's like
it's no man or woman, not to cut you off, but it's no man or woman that can give you self love. You have to love yourself,
right?
And I think that's what a lot of people lack.
Somebody else,
yeah, it's like they don't take that time to love themselves.
They don't take time to heal before they jump into
exactly.
a
That is the problem with this generation.
Y'all spitting it.
Like what?
They saying something else every week, man.
Hey, because I can admit, you know, I had situations where I didn't love myself, and I'm trying to give all this type of thing, and I had to find that self-love, like, because sometimes you can lose yourself in a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've definitely lost myself in a person.
That's where I knew I fell short.
For real. I'm telling the truth. Like, I definitely lost myself.
Now everybody has, so we're not just going to
I experienced it, and it's just like, I think my problem stems from, and I think a lot of people's problems kind of stem from a broken home. You know, you lack
your child.
You know, you might lack a parent, or you might not have that best relationship, so you look for it in your significant other.
Yeah.
And I did that because at one point my relationship with my dad was like trash. So what I was looking for in the relationship I wanted to have with my dad, I started looking for it in dudes. Yeah. And it's like I'm wondering why it's not working out, and why, you know, I'm dating or talking to someone else, and it's like, damn, you acting like this person right here, and y'all don't even know each other. And it's when I finally stepped back and realized, like, it's not them, it's me and what I'm looking for. You know, I'm unintentionally but intentionally kind of displaying the same thing. Like, I'm looking for this because, you know, I don't have that father figure. And it's like, you can read that I don't have a father figure. So you're going to, you know, you're not going to say nothing.
You're going to use that.
You just going to use it.
And that's why I'm saying it's not all your fault that you really lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not all your fault. Don't blame that shit 100% on yourself, because you have no control of what happened in your childhood.
Yeah.
You can't control your daddy issues. Like, you just can't. And once you step back and you notice them and you still getting the same thing over and over again, that's no longer your problem, because you fixed your problem. Once you're aware of your problem, you fixed it. So it's not you anymore. It's these niggas.
For sure.
It's basically what I'm trying to say. So don't go blaming yourself for that the rest of your life, because I hate when people do that.
I had to change the niggas.
And I hate to see people close to me do that shit too. So
do you think because like you say, like if a person's actions, because this is what a lot of times, and I think where a lot of girls can like get confused is when sometimes a guy can make a mistake and he trying to use his words to kind of convince you to come back in, and then they believe it.
Manipulation.
Once they believe it,
that's what I'm saying.
and then they repeat their actions. See, because a lot of times girls can get confused with the words, and they don't look at their actions. And then that's when, like you said, manipulation. Like I definitely do believe a lot of guys, you know.
How often y'all do that?
How often do we do
Have
that?
you guys ever
I'm not a
manipulated?
manipulator.
Wait,
I'm not a manipulator.
You're not a manipulator, but have you ever seen
yeah,
yourself getting to a point where you were like, okay,
I just want to hear somebody confess it. Like
I manipulated this girl.
I could honestly say I knew what I could do when I wanted to do it, and I could have her like come back. Just because if you get to a certain point with somebody, the relationship's already established. You just got to be on the same page with it. Mm-hmm. So if we're not on the same page, I know how to reel somebody back in. We get familiar. Boom, we back together. But manipulation, I'm using like, well, how did y'all define that? Because I don't think I do that.
Manipulation. That's a form of manipulation because it's kind of like you knew you can do whatever, but she's gonna come back to you regardless.
You know that you could hurt this person 100,000 million kajillion times,
right,
and you could just reel her back in.
All you gotta say is
when you say reel her back in, that just triggers in my mind manipulation.
Damn.
Like
I don't blame you though because that's what
I know it's so real. I know manipulation in so many forms from feminine to masculine. So I just know. You know what I'm saying? Like you know you got somebody wrapped around your finger. You know if you fuck up, she gonna take you back. Mm-hmm. That's basically what you just said.
You're right.
Right.
You're right.
So that's manipulation.
But I feel like all men, we gotta get to a point, and I think we all improving, but like I've gotten to a point where you gotta respect somebody's feelings.
Yeah.
The time somebody puts into you. And the loyalty people have, and you gotta like show that back.
It's kind of like you gotta reciprocate the energy that's given to you.
But see, I'm direct. I'm blunt. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily see a lot of guys be lying. You know what I mean?
But even some guys that are blunt sometimes.
Or not blunt. I'm direct. Like I'm more so like.
I would appreciate that a lot more.
A lot more because of that. Because that's why I do it, because people will respect that. It might not like it hurt your feelings. It definitely hurt your feelings, but I want the person to understand what I'm doing. You know what I mean? That's why I don't believe in lying and all that. Like and that's why I say there's niggas out here. Like that's why I give girls the benefit of the doubt, because there are niggas out here like that lying and doing all this bullshit. Because I think what a lot of things is like guys are terrible communicators. Like, and I can admit that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Most guys. General population.
Most guys.
You get a nerve.
Most guys. And I'm saying that only.
Oh, now you have to clap.
Look, I say that because it's like now me and Tone, we part of that 1%. Like we different. You know what I mean? Because like with us, like we kind of like we always kind of like just be very informative just about everything as far as like relationships and stuff like that. A lot of people don't work on that, you know what I mean, and understand that aspect of it. People just be going through life, all that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say like, yeah, guys are bad communicators, but not all guys are. You know, you have that little percentage, and I feel like it's very rare to find.
It is very rare. It's very rare to find a female that's on that spectrum as well. But I ain't even gonna say, but some females are low down. But a lot of dudes have turned us into that.
Really?
Yes. A lot of dudes have turned us into niggas.
I've seen I can say I have a nigga mindset. I have a nigga mindset.
After so long of such a long time of manipulation, of sneaky links, all of this, we've learned every single piece of a man, and now we reciprocate it back.
Yeah, and I think that's what dudes don't like. Like when you,
they don't.
When you, because when you do to a dude what they would do to you, it's like, damn, why you acting like that? It's like,
okay. I think niggas. All right, I think guys cheat. I think guys cheat physically and girls cheat emotionally.
I don't think no more. It used to be like that.
I don't think so.
I think they go for.
I don't cheat, but I can say I've had a friend who's cheated, and I asked her, I was like, "Damn, why you cheating on her nigga?" She was like, he cheated on me, and he thought it would affect me emotionally, like mentally. He thought it would make her like distraught, but she would come crawling back to him because she was so invested into him. But when she reciprocated the energy, he was like, damn, like you flaw as fuck, like you a hoe, all this stuff. It hurt him emotionally, but for her, it was just, you hurt me physically, like it wasn't as deep as it was. Dudes, it hurts a dude way more when you do to them how they do to you. And it's just like you're now experiencing what you put females through. You never... Guys never see, when they hurt a female, they never see like the back, like what happens in the back. Like she's crying, she's distraught. Her friends gotta see her go through this. Yeah. Dudes just now getting that whiff of it because now so many females have the mindset of a nigga.
But I feel like the reason why girls feel hurt is because they think that the guy is emotionally attached to the girl. And sometimes when dudes cheat, and I'm not trying to make sure, like I'm not trying to justify their cheating, but I'm saying most of the reason why most guys cheat is the physical aspect. Like they'll see a girl like, damn, she look good. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but I'm just telling you why most guys cheat.
I can see that point.
Sometimes. Well, at a time, I found myself like trying to understand. Like people would call me crazy for sitting down with a dude that cheated on me, and I literally talked to him.
That's
why did you cheat? Like I literally want to know.
Like, I'm one of those people. I want to know why.
Especially if we was going, like we was good. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
you making yourself better by doing that.
You making yourself better.
Because I want to know what it was that you didn't see in me that you wanted to go out and find someone else.
I used to throw it all on me. Like, am I not delivering enough? What am I not doing? I could fix that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If we were good, like if we were tight, like. She did something I never saw in him. So it's just like, what the fuck really made you do that? Like, people call me crazy for that, but it's just good. Like, if I got a good ass man, I'm gonna try to sit down and talk to you about it. But now, it's like, I just simply just throwing the towel, like, fuck this shit.
So y'all don't do that no more.
So y'all do that.
It's because I just get taken advantage of way too much when I do that. Like, it's over.
A guy kind of sees you as vulnerable when you take the opportunity to ask them, like, where did stuff go wrong? Was it something that you seen that I did that you didn't tell me, that you just felt like, whenever you approach a situation, to ask them, like, what made you go do this? What made you step outside of our relationship, our understanding, to go with someone else? To incorporate someone else now into something that was private to us.
That's females, though, for real. That's rare for a female to just try to evaluate her male after.
But I feel like you hold a nigga accountable too, because once you sit down and ask, he's got to acknowledge where he fucked up.
Very much so.
Instead of just moving on and he thinking everything's good, he doesn't see y'all crying and stuff like I said.
If you have a solid ass reason to why you cheated, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna consider getting back with you, because honestly, I had a breakup one time because I was working too much, like working way too much. I ain't gonna lie, like that's just, I'm a Capricorn, my rising is Virgo. Like, I know I ain't gotta put like astrology into it, but that's just me, basically. I'm trying to explain myself. And he broke up with me because I wasn't showing him enough time, and that's when I was just like, damn, now I feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Because, he wouldn't cheat on me with a Hispanic person, too. That just do something to me. Like, why she couldn't be black, but...
I don't like that.
That's why
oh my God. I don't like that.
God, why you cheat on me? You done cheat on me with black men.
We lose a tape.
That is a conversation we need to have another time. Because what I want to touch on the topic with you guys is, why do like mainstream guys, specifically famous ones, when they get a wife or D1 athletes, why is it a white or Hispanic lady? Why can it never be a black? Why can it never be a black woman? Like LeBron.
Y'all want to know? Y'all want to know? Y'all want to know?
Okay, go ahead.
I feel like it's about to say attitude.
I'm gonna give you real.
I feel like it's about to say attitude.
What's the percentage of white women that's not married?
I wouldn't fucking know.
I wouldn't know. Most white women are married.
What's the percentage? Yeah, what's the percentage of white women not married?
I would think it's very low.
Very low. What about the percentage of Hispanic? That's not
very low.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Not very low.
Very low.
What about the percentage for black women?
Very high.
That's married or
that's not married.
That's
you
not
know,
married.
typically if you meet a black woman that's not married, she probably got some kids. You know, her and her baby father might not be together.
Yeah,
if
we
he's
never
remarried.
So I'm gonna give y'all some statistics. 17% of white women aren't married. 19% of Latinos aren't married. Guess the percentage of black women.
I don't want to
No.
because it's gonna
I
hurt
don't
me
want to
too
say
much.
41%.
Oh,
So you see,
That's damn near
you see
half,
how big the gap is though. From 17 to 41%. One out of 4 women stay married. 3 out of 4 women die alone.
But
That's a problem.
I don't
it
give a
is,
fuck,
but
though.
my
It's
thing
not
is,
outside.
you know, some women, you know, they're fine with being alone. Some people don't need that. Some people don't want that attachment to other people. That's perfectly okay. Some people are born to not have that attachment. They just radiate their energy through their friendships and whatnot. But what I'm saying is, you have some people like
No, we need
I
the
know-
same love as
I know a
white
couple of D1 athletes. Like
I don't want to hear that shit, baby. I'm not gonna find what I find in a man and my motherfucking friends. I want to be a man.
But some people, you know, some people don't want relationships. Some people don't want them, don't like them.
That's not the reason. It's not.
No, I feel like the reason
it's
that
the majority. Come on now,
no, I feel like the reason a lot of D1 athletes get white girlfriends or Hispanics, and I've even heard one of them say this. Like, I asked him, I was like, why is your girlfriend Hispanic? Like, why she not black? You had a black girlfriend right before her. What was wrong? He was like, she gonna let me do whatever. And she just gonna let me come back. You know, I'm a D1 athlete. Even when you watch the draft, who's sitting beside them besides their mother? Like a white woman. If she's not white, she's Hispanic. Because for one, she's gonna let you do whatever. She's gonna take you back. You're the money. You're the money maker in that family. You're the alpha, the omega. She has to listen to whatever you say.
Black women are alpha females, and
That's
really the number one reason.
That's it.
They can't
Niggas
deal.
like me because I get my own money.
But that's not a bad thing.
They don't like independent women that never depends on them. They want a woman that's
But
dependent.
they insecure though.
Yes,
Niggas who
they're
don't like that
very
are
insecure.
insecure males.
But sometimes, though, here I go giving males the benefit of the doubt. I could be overly independent. Like, my first real date wasn't till college for real. Where, well, even then he didn't pay for me, but like,
Oh hell no! Then that's not no
like
date. That ain't no
movie
date.
dates,
That's not a
like
date.
movie dates and stuff, I always pay my own way. I
Yes.
always
No.
drink
I was like
myself.
that.
No.
I
I
honestly,
found myself
No.
picking up dudes for dates.
No.
I
You
went
pick
out.
niggas up?
Like, yes.
What?
No, friend, no.
What?
No.
No. We just saying
No,
how
it's
bad
not
it
good.
is.
That's
It
not
was
good.
good
It's
and
not.
not bad.
But
Like,
what made me
that's why I had
realize
to step back and tap back into my feminine because
I was overly independent was when I went on a friend date. Like, we was just friends and we went on a date and he paid for me and I was like, oh, I'm about to give you your money back. Like, don't think that you about to hold it from my head. Like, don't think that this
Is that a bad thing?
my
Is that a bad thing?
It was a bad thing for me because I automatically assumed that he was gonna be someone that once holds it over my head or like I was overly independent.
You gotta let a man be a man though. You gotta
We were
let-
just
you gotta
friends,
let-
but he always
You gotta let a man be a
displayed
gentleman.
he always displayed being a gentleman. So it was insecure of me to think that he would ever put me in a predicament where something as simple as him paying for something is like I'm gonna hold this over your
But
head.
you already going there. You don't gotta go there. Like,
That's what she
has
said.
he-
She just
Has he
always
presented himself to be like that?
No, he's always presented himself as a gentleman, but it
But
was
you're
me
predicting.
being overly independent. It wasn't predicting, it was just me exhibiting being overly independent.
True.
That it was to the point where I'm like automatically assuming like, you know, I need to give you this money back or I need to, you know,
I feel it.
reciprocate you doing something nice for me just so like we're even.
Okay, do y'all know what guys like though? Like, let's start there. Like, do y'all? Because I feel like girls. This is the big confusion. I feel like girls have a confusion of.
Okay, like I'm so invested.
No, I really believe I feel like girls think that guys like what girls like.
I don't believe that at all. Not one bit.
Like what girls like.
Like,
when it comes to like characteristics,
they think that.
stuff.
Okay. I think that girls think that guys like a girl with a lot of money.
No, I feel as if guys like girls who are
Hold on,
dependent.
hold on.
Nowadays, chivalry's dead and men are very spoiled.
Think so.
From my perspective.
Interesting.
From my perspective, I think men literally, like, I just encountered with this guy that I was talking to. He was like, I'm not about to take you on a date, or like, I'm not about to take you to lunch, but we could go link in this hotel room. And I'm just like, you got the wrong, like, you're not about to use me.
Right.
But you could pay for a hotel room, but you can't pay for lunch.
That's why I say, y'all.
Or a picnic. You know what I'm saying? But how do you think you gonna get used?
But
like,
what made you attracted to him though initially? Was it his appearance? Was it his?
I ain't gonna lie.
He got money.
That was it. Hell no.
You ain't got no money.
Money don't never attract me.
Money
never
attract
attract me.
Well, they
Money
got their own
doesn't
money.
even
They got their own money.
I have my own money.
I'm just trying to see.
I'm never excited by money, and I think that's what dudes want me to be. But I'm just not like
I
that.
think a lot of dudes want
I
females
pull
to
it
be
out and I
excited
spend it
about
on
That's
you.
young
I'm not
nigga
saying
shit.
that's young
young
nigga
nigga
shit. I'm not saying that.
Dude, 23. Like,
It's the dudes between that age of like some dudes between that age of 19 and 24. You know, like they aren't fully understanding that you're gonna encounter females where money don't never excite them. And I tell dudes that
I
I'm
know
real.
money didn't excite me no more.
Money don't excite me. Money's never excited me because I've always been like, I want my own money. I'm not finna sit here and ask you for nothing. Don't think that I want your money. If I'm with you, it's for genuine reasons only. I never need you for the materialistic
I just want human
stuff.
decency at this point. I just want human decency. That's it. Like, I've never went after a guy for their money. Like, I've seen females do before. Close female I had beside me one time was like, okay, this is the difference between me and you. I'm gonna let a dude spoil me. This, that, and the third.
True.
But you gonna go out and get it on your own. And I'm just like, yeah, that's me. That's just what makes us different or whatever. But I don't know. Like, I've never went after a dude for their money.
Do you think?
Never. Money doesn't excite me.
Do y'all think? Because all right, so what do y'all think like would make a man stay?
It's gonna take more than your appearance. It's gonna take more than the materialistic things for sure.
It has to be, for me, I think for a man to stay, you have to connect in all three levels. Mentally, physically, and spiritually. You guys have to be connected on every level to the point where there's no room for any obstructions, whether that be a person or a thing or something that you guys just haven't established beforehand that now kind of wedges its way between you guys. You guys have to be connected in a way where it's like, you know, you can be very far apart from me, but I feel you and I understand you completely. Like, I think that's what makes a man stay.
I mean, honestly, y'all gotta tell me because I done gave my mind, heart, body, and soul, baby, all of it. And niggas still find a way. Niggas still find a way to get away from it. No, they want to get away from it, but have it at the same time. Like, I want you 100% just like I'm giving you me 100%. I don't want to be, no, oh shit, like I'm done out here fucking and shit, let me go back home. It's not okay to be somebody's home. You know what I'm saying? Like how girls be like, oh girl, he coming home anyway.
Like, he always gonna fuck
you
me.
know what I'm saying?
come
Like,
back.
that's not it. I don't want to be your option.
I
You know
want
what
to
I'm
be
saying?
His only.
Just like you're my only. Not saying I want control over you, cause that's a big thing too. Everybody just wants control.
You know what
over
I see
somebody.
though? You know what I've seen? I've seen a good guy that does everything he wants, who does all the good stuff right. Not me, but
Oh wait, hold on.
I'm not saying that. I don't try and give that good guy aspect because I'm human just like anybody else.
Right.
Which I
But
understand.
I know that there are good guys who does everything right, don't cheat, don't do that, and then a lot of times girls start sneaking around and everything just feel too good type thing
To be true.
to be
A
true.
lot of people.
And I think those are the
Yeah.
girls that are like the ones that go after I want a dude that can spoil me, you know, like that provide that materialistic satisfaction. Dudes that like the ones you're saying, those good, genuine ones are providing them with, like I said, that spiritual, mental, and physical satisfaction. A lot of girls have now got into the mindset of, I need that materialistic, I need that money, I need you to have, if I say I want a Gucci bag, you better have it. They kind of
Like
get into that.
That and some girls leave just so they won't get hurt.
Yes.
I think so.
You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of guys leave too when they feel that self falling in too deep. I feel like that's why a lot of guys will leave me alone because you know you're not wrong when somebody come back to you. You know what I'm saying? You know you not ended off. You know you didn't end off.
It was nothing wrong on your end.
It was nothing wrong on your end when people come back to you. So I think the thing is people like to leave before they get hurt or before they get in too deep these days. And that can be why. Like, ooh, this nigga is way too good to be true. I know he got some tricks up his sleeve, so let me leave him before he leaves me.
But some people just afraid to be vulnerable. Like,
that's
part.
What it is.
That part, 100%.
I can agree.
I agree. I think, like for me,
this conversation is so heated.
What? Like it's so intense. I think a lot of people have that mindset of it's 50-50. And I say break that mindset of 50-50. It needs to be 100-100. Don't think you give half of you to that person when in reality they're giving you like they're full, they're all like they're giving you 100%, you're giving them 50. It's like you're gonna run away because they're vulnerable, they're exposing their raw, true self to you, and you're only exposing some things to the point where you're looking at them like they're too good to be true. I know it's something up their sleeve. When reality, it's just they're so genuine, raw, and open. You don't know how to approach it because you aren't the same way.
I think it's bullshit though. Like as far as like, I do though. Like when
that's bullshit.
No, like for real though, because like I think a lot of guys be trying to be perfect for a person, and they don't allow themselves to be them. And sometimes you don't feel like doing that shit.
Nobody's ever their fucking true self for real these days.
Yes.
Everybody want to be like their favorite rapper these days.
Everybody,
they be living for the socials.
No,
I think that's a problem.
You don't know about that? You
don't
people
with a lot
I see it, but
most guys. That's why I say most
relate.
guys. I can't relate. Okay.
Okay, you guys are part of that 1% that you know
y'all are definitely
that don't live within the socials. And you know, I got that from you guys when I first encountered you. It's very easy for me to see just from how you interact, how you carry yourself. You can always tell someone who lives for the social media and feel like they have something to prove.
I think that's what social media affects a lot of shit.
Yes, and that's why I tell somebody, you know, like friendships, relationships, do not think that we're gonna be in any type of way, you know, in a relationship or friendship if you live for the socials. Because I have nothing to prove to social media. I have nothing to prove to anyone that does not. I have nothing to prove to nobody. You know, at the end of the day, I'm me. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm a human. But don't feel like you can carry on this. Oh, I'm perfect for the socials, and you just got all this money. In reality, you ain't even living like that.
That's why I try not to do that because I try and just be me.
I feel like you are very authentic.
Yes, I do.
I know damn well I am.
When I first met you, I can say, I honestly say, like, you were very, how you are as a person is literally how you display on social media. Like, I could literally go at your Instagram and be like, yeah, this is Josh. This is Josh.
That's some Josh ass shit.
Yeah.
But see, I mean,
I could speak
like,
on you, but you know, like, I don't know you.
Yeah,
So.
we don't know.
Tone the same way.
But I
the same way. It's the reason why we friends.
Person.
You can tell that you're a private person though. Just from how you carry yourself, you display what you want people to see. And a lot of people like that. They want people to see everything and get that validation. Like, oh yeah, like you know, I'm up there. You know, I'm like.
If you gotta show somebody something that's not authentic, like, you gonna see it naturally. It's just a natural human thing. You act how you want to be perceived. Exactly. You're not gonna want to put all this fake shit out and see somebody, oh, you know, blah blah blah.
It's a lot of topics that people don't like to discuss.
Yeah, and I think that like a lot of times we tend to be concealed with our what we feel that's on our hearts. And I think these are the great segues and great topics to talk about. So I hope everybody enjoyed this. Did y'all enjoy it?
I have fun. Definitely have to have another talk like this.
Appreciate y'all coming through, man.
Yes.
For real.
End it off. You want to end it off, Tom?
I'm pretty much, you know, happy y'all, you know, gave a female perspective. Like, we had guys on, and the guys on and shit. It's different. We can see the other side. That's how we can get better. So we appreciate y'all.
I learned a lot from just you guys talking, because, you know, you provided some insight of, like, you know, guys in general, and then you provided, like, the clarity on, like, just a guy's perspective on things. So I did definitely take a lot away from this, and it's kind of like some, you know.
Thank you guys for having us today.
Definitely.
Appreciate y'all, man.
We'll see y'all. Peace.